What is going on YouTube? Greetings from beautiful sunset on Doi Sutat Mountain behind me here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So the most common question I get here on YouTube is, dude, how much does it cost to live in Thailand? And so the other day I did a live stream that was completely focused on that topic, but it's a long live stream. It's about 2 hours long. I had some technical difficulties. And so what I did was I took the highlights from that live stream, consolidated it into a smaller video, and basically it's a short condensed version of an answer to that question from a bunch of different spots in Thailand, not just in general in Thailand, but specifically based on different cities and locations here in Thailand. So let's roll the intro and then we'll jump into it. So the number one question I get about Thailand is, hey dude, how much does it cost to live there? And I always tell people that's kind of a loaded question, but I think today's presentation will give you an idea of what it costs to live in a bunch of different places in Thailand. I'll show you a website that I use to determine where I'm gonna go around the world, but also in Thailand, and it gives some pretty good costs. And then I'll give you real world examples of how I find affordable lodging, which if you can get affordable lodging, then your cost of living goes way, way down. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump right into this today. So this website here is called Minimalist, and it's one of my favorite. It's a great free website, but I have the paid version. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, by the way. For $99, you can get the paid version. It's lifetime, $99 lifetime membership, and you get more data. But most of the data I'm gonna show you on here, you get. So you'll see here, there's a bunch of cities. Actually, the number one city right now for nomads is Koh Phangan, which we'll talk about in a moment. But you can filter it by country. So let's filter this by Thailand, and it'll show you 18 results, right? We got a bunch of different places in here. Places you've heard of, some places you probably haven't heard of. So you got Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Phuket, Hoi Hin, Pattaya, where I was at, bunch of different places. So we're gonna jump into Chiang Mai first, and I'm gonna show you a couple different things. I'm gonna show you what this says, get the average cost of living, and I'll show you how it's probably pretty close. And we'll talk about my own adventures here in Chiang Mai. I'm here right now. And then we'll go into a couple other cities, and then we'll jump into the chat. So when you click into this, you'll see Chiang Mai, and it gives you a bunch of different things like, is it okay for families? What's the cost? Is it affordable? What's the internet? Is it fast? Fun? What's the humidity like? The air quality? All kinds of things. Crime, racism, LGBT friendly, all that kind of stuff. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about cost of living. So it has some great numbers here. So it does cost of living for nomads. So someone like me that's traveling short term, it says you can live for about $1,000 a month as a short-term traveler. You're not signing big long leases. You're like me, you're living kind of month to month. Down here is, actually, let's go over here. So over here is expat. So this is someone that's living in Chiang Mai for 6 to 12 months, can sign a longer term lease so they can get cheaper lodging. And it says here they're living a middle to upper class lifestyle. Then there's the local price. So if you want to live like a local, everyone always asks me, can you live in Thailand for $600? Well, many Thai people live in Thailand for under $600. In Chiang Mai, $473 a month is the average. And you can see here, that's renting outside of the city center and buying groceries and cooking at home, which a lot of you like to do. I hate to do it. Although I would argue that you could still eat out and live pretty cheap. And then the last is something I don't touch very often, but it tells you the cost of living for a 4-person family. So you, your husband, your wife, and a couple kids. I'm sure that includes, extra for food, lodging. Obviously, you got to get a bigger place, and probably a little bit for education. Another thing I love about it is it shows what a 1-bedroom in the center of town costs. So in this case, $304. The place I'm living in right now in the hipster neighborhood is $400 a month, but that's month to month, right? I'm going short term. I did show you a video recently where I stayed in a condo that was as little as $160 a month, a studio condo. And then it tells you the hotel price and then Airbnb. I'll show you this Airbnb prices. So dinner in Chiang Mai is only $1.82. A beer is only $1.82. Coffee, because this is the coffee mecca of Asia, coffee is a little bit more expensive, but a 0.3 liter Coke, which is like just a normal size Coke, is about 50 cents. So these are good price indicators as well. So that gives you a little bit about the cost of Chiang Mai. Now I'm going to give you some real world examples because I know people are always like, yeah, well, you can't really get that. Okay, well, let's just jump in here and show you that, right? So the first thing I do before I go anywhere is I book my lodging. So I'm going to show you how to do it a couple different ways. I'm going to show you how to do it as a nomad like me, short term or long term, like an expat. All right, so let's jump into Airbnb here real quick. I'll show you how I search. So, okay, so here's Airbnb. We got Chiang Mai. We got a month set out, March 1st to March 31st. So let's do our search here. So that's going to give me monthly rentals. You can also search by the month, but I found that I really don't like that. I always change type of place to entire place. I don't like sharing. I don't like living with somebody else. And then you can adjust it by price. So usually for me as a single guy, I usually drop it down to about $600 a month. That's kind of where I'm comfortable spending, but I'm going to drop it down even further so you can kind of see what's going on here. So this shows you basically a 10-mile square radius around the center of Chiang Mai. If you watch my live stream videos, you've seen me walk around the old city, right? It has the walls and the moat around it. This is the old city. So you can live right down in the old city for in pretty nice looking places here. Here's a bunch for $246. It's got 4.8 on the reviews. So probably a pretty good place. This place has 97 reviews with a 4.6. Looks like a pretty swanky little place here, 2-floor. And then you've got as cheap in here as $177. So, and this is a serviced apartment. Look at this. Serviced apartment here, $177 in this little inn. It's a nice place. Like, it's not gonna like wow you, but it looks pretty modern. They've got some modern decoration. You're right here in the heart of the action in Old Town. You got a Starbucks across the street. What more could you ask for? You've got the night market right here where you can just shop till you drop. And you just got a nice little place. You got everything you need. Small little refrigerator. For me, that's okay. If you're gonna cook, probably not. Nice little bathroom here. What more could you ask for? And you can get that for $176. All right, so I know what you're thinking, Kevin, that's all nice and good, but I want to stay long-term. I don't want to rent off Airbnb, although you can see you can rent off Airbnb pretty inexpensively. Let me show you the other way I would use if I was an expat. So just jump on Facebook Marketplace. So you'll see here I'm already in Marketplace. You can see there's an inexpensive place right here already. But go down to Property Rentals and click on it. We're in Chiang Mai here again. You see the moat, right? And then you can go in and you can find different places. This is the neighborhood I'm in right now over here called Neiman, this little area right here. It's the big hipster area. So this place right here is 9,000 baht, right? You've got this, I mean, look at this. Nice, fancy looking. You even got a bathtub here if you're a bath person. Got a nice desk. Just a nice looking place, right? I got it, Kevin. I need a bigger place. All right, I got it. You need a bigger place. So let's see if we can find you a bigger place here. Here's 3-bedroom, 3-bath. It's a little condo, right? You got your own parking right there. You can just park right underneath. 3 bedrooms, you got grass. You got this huge outdoor area to park. You've got a balcony in one of the bedrooms. It looks like you got a huge, living area. You got bedrooms. Got a kitchen with actual burners, which you don't see very often in Thailand. You got everything you could want, right? You want the big place, you got the big place. It's a little bit dated. You can find more modern when you go out of the city a little bit. You can find more modern stuff, more modern houses if that's what you want. Look, you can even get this cool little hut here or whatever the heck this is. It's house on stilts for 7,500 baht, so about $240. You can have this cool, like outdoor living type of place if that's what you're into. In the United States, people pay like $4,000 a month to stay in one of these places out in the wilderness. Let's jump back into in the nomad list here. All right, so we did Chiang Mai. So you're like, you know what, Kevin? I really want to be able to party. I want to live in Pattaya, right? You can see right here. If you look at the lower right-hand corner, it gives you the average price, and that's for a nomad, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that's the nomad price again. So we're talking, short-term leases. For a family, it says $2,500 a month, so a little bit more expensive, right? For an expat, $1,000 a month. I know a ton of expats that live there on $1,000 a month. And cost of living for a local is a little bit over $700 a month. So if you want to live like a local, you can live like a local. Now I'm telling you, you can live a lot cheaper there. Another thing I forgot to talk about is the price of meals. So here, the price of dinner, if you ate local, like you can always click on it and see, right? Basic meal at a restaurant, $243. So obviously beer's cheaper in Chiang Mai than it is in Pattaya. Pattaya is a party place, right? It's more like Vegas, so things are going to be a little bit more expensive. But you're probably thinking to yourself, $243 for dinner, and this is going out, mind you. Remember, this is going out. You can eat a lot cheaper if you eat at home. You know, if you have a dinner and a Coke, it's $3, right? So that's Pattaya. So let me show you real quick here. Let me show you searching for stuff in Pattaya. So this is Peak Towers, but this place is $363 a month. It's Superhost. The reviews are really good. You've got ocean view. It's a modern looking place, and you get to wake up to an ocean view every day. So you can't beat that. And as you scroll down, you can see a bunch of other places on here, various price ranges. This is right in central Pattaya and Soy Bacau, if that's what you want. That's like the Vegas Strip, you know, very red light district-y, $254 a month. You just got a ton of places. Look, $400 a month, high-speed internet, beach view, amazing pools. This place actually has two pools. This is the Riviera in Jomtien. I stayed near there before. But as you can see, all kinds of beach view condos with pools for under $400. Like you can't beat that with a stick. All right, let's jump into if I was an expat and I was trying to stay in Pattaya, this is what I would do. So let's jump into Facebook here again. Just go to Facebook Marketplace, sort by property rentals, right? Right now I've got it set up for Chiang Mai, but we're going to change that. We're going to change it to Pattaya. You'll see you're going to find all kinds of crazy deals. So these are long-term leases, anywhere from I mean, you could probably find one for 4 months, but anywhere from 6 months to 12 months for the most part. If you go down here to Jomtien, you can just find condos with pools all day for 6,000 baht. That's 180, about $190, under $200. Usually you'll have to pay electricity, which depending on how much AC you use, will be anywhere from $30 a month to $100 a month. I run my AC all the time. It was less than $100 a month. Here's a huge, giant 3-bedroom, 4-bath home. Let's check this out. It's $28,000, so that would be under $1,000 a month. So you bring your whole family out there, you and a bunch of friends rent it out. You got Netflix here. You got a nice big screen TV, cool bedroom, bathroom, another cool bedroom, bathroom, another cool bedroom for the kids, bathroom. Like you can't, like I always say, you can't beat it with a stick. You got a washer. There's not a lot of dryers in Thailand. Maybe this is one of those combos, but there's not a lot of dryers in Thailand because things dry so quick. So you just hang it up and it dries. The kitchen setup is oftentimes weird to Westerners as well, but that's pretty standard for Thailand there. So that's a pretty cool place right there, right? And you can find them for cheaper than that. Here's 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, 15,000 baht. So about $450 a month, right? So you've got this cute little house. It's got its own driveway here, and then you can park outside too. So if you had 2 cars, you could do that. It's a little bit more dated than the other one. Obviously, it's cheaper. But, dude, you're talking about 3 bedrooms. No, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. And it's clean, and you can decorate it however you want it if you stayed long term. So if you're into families, if you're like me, you're not about that jazz. You want to be in the party area, let's say. That's not like me, but let's say you want to be in the party area. You go over here, you're a single dude, single lady. You want to be living La Vida Loca in the party areas. That's when you jump on here, and you just got place after place after place. I mean, this place is 6,000 baht here, this studio. Got a pool. You got a gym. You're paying, what is that? $180 a month, a little bit less actually. You've got a pool, a gym. You've got a clean place. Look, it's all like bleached out white. Got a balcony. I mean, look at that. You got a little pool area. You can go work out all day. Look, they even got free weights. Like, Come on now. Are you kidding me now? Are you kidding me? Right? All right. Maybe you're saying, but Kevin, I don't want to live in party area. I want to live La Vida Loca. I want to live the beach life. I want to live La Vida Loca in the beach life. All right. You know what? Let's check that out. Let's see what we got here. Let's go back into cost of living tab here, right? Look, we've got Koh Phangan, which is island living. We've got Hoi Hin on the beach, not as party as the other one. We got Krabi, right? World famous Krabi. We've got Koh Lanta, Koh Lipi. We've got Koh Phi Phi. We've got all kinds of things. So let's say you want like fun meter. So then we're talking Koh Lanta, right? This is a famous picture here. This picture's famous. You see it in all kinds of ads. This picture right here that you see with the little boat there. So let's do Koh Lanta, right? Koh Lanta is a little bit more expensive. You'll see as a nomad, always keep these prices, always take them with a grain of salt, because a lot of times it's less expensive than this. I've found, especially for me that stays in studios and one bedrooms. But you'll see for a nomad, $1,500 a month. You can't beat that though. Short-term living on $1,500 a month. If you're an expat, again, $1,000 a month. If you're a local, $636. If you're a family, a little bit more expensive. You need bigger places. You can get a studio for about $456, but you're about to see it's probably less than that. This is interesting. This is always interesting to look at. The hotel is actually cheaper than renting a one-bedroom studio. So that's really interesting. And the Airbnb median listing is always wrong here. I don't know why. Maybe because there's like some really expensive ones that cause the median to be at a weird spot. But dinner looks like it's a little bit more expensive here, but everything else is affordable. You can drink cheaper in Koh Lanta, which I'm sure a lot of you are happy about. Another thing I want to show you on here too is this tab called Neighborhoods. And I probably should have done this in another area. Would have been better. But like on the island of Koh Lanta, it'll show you like this is where the hipsters live. This is where all the tourists are. This is where the rich people are. This is where the suits live, the people going to work every day, the lawyers and things like that. And this is where the normies live, like the normal population. So it's interesting. A lot of times you'll see like people will put there like Lanta Animal Refuge, and right here, Koh Lanta, Old Town, lots of touristy shops. So it's also good for that. It says there's a national park down here. That's why you got that huge concentration. So a lot of good information on here. You can also read people's pros and cons, right? Not family friendly. There you go. Maybe because it's so expensive. And then it'll tell you like very friendly to LGBTQ, very safe for women, things like that. So there's some good stuff in there. All right, Koh Lanta. Let's check out Koh Lanta. Koh Lanta. There we go. All right. A whole month of living. Oh man, you know what? There are some very affordable places here. I stand corrected. Oh, this might have a lot to do with COVID or something like that, but I stand corrected. You can, man, it looks like, although I did max out the price, or I lowered the price. So let's make it a little bit more expensive. I forgot I did that. Let's make it a little bit more expensive. Let me check the live stream, make sure I'm doing this. All right. So as you can see, there are a ton of affordable places. There are also more expensive places, but there are a ton of places that you can get. Well, now that I raised the price, now I can't find any because of course they're going to show me the more expensive first. Let's look at some stuff under $600. So you can see there's plenty of options. This is a 2-bedroom out in the jungle, charming jungle house, hanging out with monkeys, looks clean, you got the mosquito net. That always worries me. Whenever I see a mosquito net, I probably would pass on that place, but that's just me. Here's a Superhost place, right? That's always good. $287 a month. You're up there in the north of Koh Lanta. Looks clean, looks nice. It's a nice little bungalow, right? Can't beat it. Another little bungalow here, $273 a month. It's a resort, so you got a pool. I mean, come on, like all day long. $150, beachfront bungalow. Are you kidding me? Beachfront bungalow. It's a little bit of a wilderness living, but dude, who doesn't want to live in a beachfront bungalow? Like you're living Jimmy Buffett's life. All right. If you want more expensive, you want more luxury living. I mean, you can see we can go all day with this, right? But let's pump up the price a little bit. Some people are like, dude, I can afford $1,000 a month. I'm a high roller, man. Then then your next level, nice. Here's 3-bedroom, 3-bath condo, super host, 488 reviews. I mean, dude, all day long. I keep saying that all day long, affordable options, right? 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. No, sorry, 3 beds, 3 baths. There we go. Look at this house on the beach, right? Got your own pool. Look, they even got a bar. Look, you don't even have to leave. Under $1,000 for the month. Like, you can't beat that with a stick. Here's a cool place for 700, bamboo cottage. Like, look, you even got your own hammock. You can just chill. Dude, stop. Like, dude, I got to get to Lanta. Look at this place. Mango house, right on the water. You can just walk out. You look at all those places, like in, what's it called? With the crystal clear blue water. You got the cottage over the water. Like, look at this. Step out your house, jump in the crystal clear blue water. Like, sheesh, come on now. I get excited about this stuff because I just like sharing it with people. But again, if your budget is lower, like, you can live on the island. You can live on this island. Look, $300, $150, beachfront bungalow. Like, $150, $150. I don't even want to look at Facebook Marketplace. But we will. So you can see what you can pay long term. Why pay long term when you can just go short term for $150? Why do that? But let's jump into this. Actually, you know what? I'll let you do the Facebook Marketplace. Look up for Lanta. Right now, I'm going to jump into one more place because I know some of you are like, dude, I'm a city dweller, man. You're showing me these small penny-ante cities. I love my New York. I love my DC. I love my LA. Well, you know what? Thailand's got one for you. It's called Bangkok. It's one of the biggest cities in the world. So let's pull up some Bangkok, right? So this says $1,300 for Bangkok, right? Let's go to cost of living. So for a nomad like me, $1,300. It shows the expat price. Again, we're at $1,000 a month. Like, basically, this has showed you that an expat can live anywhere from $800 a month if you live in Chiang Mai to about $1,000, $1,100 a month. If you're staying long-term in a city, you decide you like living on the beach, you decide you like living in Bangkok, you decide you like the digital nomad coffee culture of Chiang Mai, you decide you like living with all the temples in Chiang Rai, and you want to stay long-term, you got that expat. You can live middle to upper class on a little bit over $1,000 a month in Bangkok, one of the most metropolitan cities in the world. For a local, they're living there for about $800. Again, a little bit outside of the city center and buying their own groceries. Dinner, look, $243 for dinner. And you can find a lot cheaper than that, actually. Beer's a little pricey. You're in a big city. Coke, you're still under $1. And coffee, again, coffee gets expensive in Bangkok because they've really adopted this coffee culture. And all us like foo-foo coffee people like me that want the caramel macchiatos and salted caramel mochas and all that crap, we've kind of driven up the price. But if you just want a standard coffee, it's a fourth of these prices. But this is like the caramel macchiatos. That's what that price is. Let's jump into Airbnb again. A lot of people hate Airbnb. I love it. So as you can see here, there are plenty of places in Bangkok, right? This right here, this green railway, that's the main BTS. So you can go all up and down Sukhumvit. This actually runs down to Pattaya, actually farther than Pattaya. But as you can see, you can stay pretty affordably. This is one of my favorite spots to stay. I mentioned it earlier. It's called On Newt. The reason I like it is there's a bunch of restaurants there. There's a bunch of stores. There's a Tesco Lotus, which is kind of like a super Walmart. But you can find places all day, every day on Sukhumvit for $400 and up. So right on the BTS line. I got some of these hearted. Like, I really like this place. It's in my condo. I might even rent that soon. There are some more expensive ones like this one, with, breathtaking pools, breathtaking outdoor areas. It's probably got an amazing gym as well. I'm sure it's got a pool table, all day long with this stuff. It is Bangkok, so it's a little bit more expensive, but you can find less. Like, I've got this up to $600 now, but let me raise it down. Let me lower it down a little bit just so I can show you that. I'm actually in one of the most expensive areas in Bangkok right now. So let me zoom out a little bit so you can see. So you can find spots, right? $258 a month here. This looks like a little tiny place, but you know what? You've got cable, you've got internet, you've got AC. You're right in the heart of Bangkok. You've got a nice little hotel lobby there. I'm sure they've got more stuff than that. If you go up the railway, you'll get cheaper because you're getting into a little bit an area with a lot more places. So look, $341 a month. This is a service department. That means they probably come in and change the sheets and clean it once a week, like this place. Actually, they do it twice a week here for me. So this place I'm in right now is $400 a month in Chiang Mai, and they clean my apartment twice a week. So it's pretty cool. But you can, if you need to live budget in Bangkok, you can find, look, $303 a month, includes Wi-Fi. It's a little bit dated, but dude, $300 a month, you're in the heart of Bangkok. You're like right in the seedy area, actually. If you like that kind of thing, you like to go party and meet women or meet men. This is where all the backpackers are. But look at this place, $411 a month. That looks pretty nice. But if you want to spend a little bit more money, you're a little bit more metropolitan. You're like, dude, I can afford to spend $1,000 a month, $500 to $1,000 a month. You're going to find some really, really nice places on Airbnb. You're going to just find like places with breathtaking infinity pools. You're going to be doing all day, every day, nice stuff. I haven't even backed out a lot. When you get a little bit out of the city center is here, but I would never actually live there personally. But look at this, $345 a month. Look at that place. It's nice. Right on the BTS. Wi-Fi. There's a gym. Come on. Right? Pools for days for $360 a month. Look at that. $398. What? Oh, dude. I might have to book that. But yeah, I mean, look, nice gym, brand new apartment, pool. Actually, I stayed in this area. I stayed in this building. You guys seen me stay in that building before. It's a nice building. It's the one I got kicked out of though. But yeah, look at that. Another nice pool, $308. I'm trying to find the expensive ones because you'll see some like breathtaking stuff. But let's go to Facebook real quick here. All right, let's look at one last thing because I want people to understand how great Facebook Marketplace is in Thailand. So let's go to Bangkok. Bangkok nights. Oh. Hi. Bangkok. If you're watching on the replay, smash that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing. This is what we do here. This is not going to be zoomed out far enough. I'm going to zoom this out farther because Bangkok is really big. So it's better to zoom out a little bit here. I usually try to find Sukhumvit Road and hang out on Sukhumvit Road personally because I just like the train. So, but you can find $300 US dollars or less all day. Look, $210. It's a long-term lease, but you're in a nice building. You've got a washer. Look, you're in the middle of Bangkok. You got a view of like a park, of a jungle or something. It's modern. Look, you're like right in the heart of stuff. It's a modern building. If you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you're going to impress them with that. Look, you want to spend 28,000 baht, which is $800 a month. You're going to get this big place with a balcony. Outdoor living space is always great. Actually, that's not that great. It's 2-bedroom, 1 bath though. So if you want 2 bedrooms, you split it with another person. You're paying $300. Here's about $580. Look at this place. Look at this. modern, fancy, whatever you want to call it. Got a washer in there, got a nice view. Look, amazing lap pool right here. Look at this gym. Like you're overlooking Bangkok. Like you got a freaking boxing ring. You can do Muay Thai with your buddy. I like showing you some of these more expensive places. That is expensive for no reason, it looks like. But there are a ton. I mean, there's just a ton of places here in Bangkok. I mean, like I say it all the time, all day, every day. Like, I mean, look, I'm just gonna float over stuff, and you'll just see places pop up for under $300 monthly rent. You have some more expensive places that are in super modern buildings, like this one right here, I'm sure is a super modern building. I'm sure we're about to see an amazing pool. Everything looks new on here. They're not showing the pool, but I'd be willing to bet there's a pool in that thing. But yeah, I mean, there's just some great deals to be had there, no matter what you're looking for. Look at this. 3,300 baht a month, so $180 a month. No, not even that, 150 bucks. It's a small place. You're living a very Spartan lifestyle, but you're in the heart of Bangkok paying $150 a month. You just walk out your door, you got Bangkok, all you got to pay is 150 bucks. 36. Actually, that's less than 150. That's 30, 60, 90. That's under $100 in the heart of Bangkok. Like, get out of here. Here's 180 bucks. We were talking about 180 bucks. So look, not the most modern place, but I mean, it's basic. It's got everything you need. You got a bed, you got a little couch. It looks like you got like a Tempur-Pedic mattress. That's always good. You got a balcony. You got some outdoor space. Like, come on.